Hey everybody. Unfortunately, I gotta record this video again because it crashed on me the first time. And I lost everything, which sucks. But I'm gonna do it better this time. I can already tell I'm doing it better because I'm more enthusiastic. And I got my tea here, as you can see. I gotta be very careful with this power button. Whenever I hit the power button, it stops recording and then it corrupts the video, and that's dumb. So I wish I could disable the power button, but it turns it off and it sucks. So anyway, I'll tell you about my tea in just a minute. This is mugwort tea. It's supposed to be really good for like dreams and everything, and I haven't really had much of any success with it for dreams, but you know. Also, I took some mugwort capsules, which are really nice. I'll be getting high very soon. Yes, I'll be kicking in any minute. I'm joking. Like sometimes it does kind of make you kind of mess with your head a little bit. I guess it kind of feels pretty nice, I suppose. But I don't do it very often, so we'll see what happens. It'll be probably kicking in pretty soon. Yeah. So today was a very busy day for me. I was my voice is doing a little bit better now, but it was very hoarse today because I was talking with two brand new people that I haven't even known for like a few days, maybe just kind of talking with them for a few days. And if you two are watching this, then hello. Yeah. Yeah, so these were two brand new people that I just video chatted with for several hours each. The first person was like about close to 3 hours, but the video kept kind of dropping off, so it was overall it was less than that. And the second person, it was pretty much 2 hours of steady talking, and it's just really amazing to kind of be able to meet different people like that now, because it was something that I just recently thought about that I thought would just be a good thing to actually talk about in a video here because of how much I've changed in regards to like friendships, who I consider friends, and that sort of thing. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So back many years ago, I was very hesitant about like making friends and everything. I just didn't really, I didn't really have any friends. I had very little friends, and people I would talk with were, they just, it's like I expected more from them that they weren't able to deliver. And that made me very upset because it was like, are you my friend? Are you not my friend? Mostly the issues that I had with friendships is that I was just so paranoid of people. I thought people were going to do me harm, were going to hurt me, were going to abandon me. Because I was just so scared of being hurt by other people. So that's not something that I ever wanted to happen. So that's why I kind of avoided people. I didn't want to meet any new people. I didn't think there was anyone in the world that was even remotely similar to me. And I wish I could have told my old self, well, in a few years you're going to meet so many people who are like you. It's just amazing. Like even like just the two people that talk today, we're different, but there's a lot of common things to talk about as well. So that's fascinating to me that you can find similarities in people who were different from you. It doesn't have to be 100%. You're exactly like them, So yeah. So that was kind of how I was back then. Then when I kind of started making videos, I would kind of reach out to, well, some people would reach out to me, and I, again, was kind of like paranoid. Like, are they going to try to find information about me? Are they going to try to do me harm? I didn't really want to, be like any kind of close friend, because it was like, what's the point if they're just going to hurt me? And that's kind of how my thinking was. And so there were very few people that I did kind of make a friend and consider a friend, and it was a very nice experience. And then kind of as things kind of progressed with me in my life, I began to become more open and allow people to come into my life, and allow my connections with people to kind of expand, and for me to be able to call people friends. And that was something that was very amazing for me to be able to do finally in my life after so much change. I mean, even got to the point where I was talking with too many people, because it just became overwhelming for me to keep up with so many people. And then even now I talk with so many people, and all varying levels of connections. Like some people who are just kind of like I can relate to maybe a little bit and have some nice conversations with, to people who I have very in-depth conversations with that are very, very meaningful and life-changing and rewarding in many ways. And that's kind of how I view the friendships now. Because, like, well, I can just kind of go into detail about, like, people that I made, especially, like, the two people that I kind of communicated with today. It's kind of like you just feel some kind of connection that you just can't really explain at all. And you just begin to kind of talk about things that are just so relevant to both of you. And it's like, despite any kind of differences you two may have, there's so many things that you relate to, and you can talk about, that you never thought you kind of could talk about with someone. And I'm still finding that now, after today, that there are people that I can really relate to and have this kind of connection with, that you just can't really explain. And there's been so many people in my life that I've had that kind of connection with, and every single one of them, there's always something to learn and grow from. There's always some kind of reason why we have met at the time that we have. And it's always something that I've managed to really grow from and become a better person with. And I guess probably the best example would be, like, I can't really show you because I'm holding the phone with my other hand, and when I tried to do this before, that's when the video crashed, so I'm not even going to bother. But imagine, like, a cross, like an X. Okay, let's imagine an X, and, both those people are going down the path, and then they meet right in the center. And you share whatever you're meant to at that time, and you connect with each other, and you connect over whatever part in your life you are currently at, whatever things you are currently learning about, whatever things you are currently headed towards. And then after you kind of learn that, you kind of progress and go, like, different ways, and that's kind of what's happened to a lot of people for me. And it's very emotional. I'm going to cry a little bit, but all those kind of connections that I've had have always been very important and very meaningful to me, because I've been able to really learn a lot from the experiences and from what we could share together, whatever that is. And I by no means am saying that that's going to happen with every single person who has, like, this intense connection right from the beginning, who feels like you've just known them forever. It's like, wow, it feels like I've known you forever. We can talk about so many things, and there are quite a few people in my life that I've felt that with. And I'm not saying that you're going to go separate ways out after all of them, but it's kind of like that, like you almost do kind of go separate ways as you learn whatever you are supposed to from the person, and then you just kind of move on with your own life, and they kind of move on with their own life with whatever you kind of learn from them. So, ugh, I'm getting so emotional over this. I guess because just kind of like thinking back to the other two people that I really kind of, it was like the first two people, I guess, that I really was able to form a connection with, and they really helped me in many ways, and it's just kind of like, you know, them and I changed, and then we just kind of went different ways, and it was very difficult to be able to kind of overcome that. But in the end, it makes you such a better person, because you learn so much from the experience. Because I mean, not everything is meant to last. You know, things will come to an end, and you have to learn to get over it and move on from it. Because if you don't, then you're just going to constantly be reliving the pain over and over again, and not actually be able to progress and learn why that other person was there to begin with. Because we're always, no matter what, any kind of person who enters your life, they're there for a reason. They're there to help you grow in some way. Okay? And so by being able to recognize why they're here at this time in your life and what you're supposed to learn, and then progress and proceed onward on your own by taking the lessons that you learn from them, shows that you have learned and grown from what they were here in your life to teach you. And then vice versa. You teach them whatever lesson they need at that time. You may not know after you've already parted ways how you've helped them, or maybe you would still have kind of contact with them in some way. But I've found that just really intense connections, like right from the beginning, usually do not last, and it's mostly because everyone kind of has their own kind of path in life. And exactly what I mentioned earlier, when you have that X, you know, you're going towards one path, and both you two meet, whatever happens, and then you continue on your own path, and then they continue on their own path, which is not necessarily the same as the path you have. So that's why it needs to go separate ways. It can't necessarily last, because if it lasts, it could be problematic. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've recognized, what I've learned, and how I've been able to kind of grow to allow people into my life, to allow friends into my life. Because these kind of connections that I have with people now, I mean, I never thought that I could have them. I never thought years ago that I would just begin talking with someone very, very briefly and go, you know what, let's just have a face-to-face conversation here and talk about whatever. You know? Before I was like, okay, let me get to know you for several months. From there, I'm going to be very strict and say, okay, let's plan a video chat maybe like a week in advance or something, so I can prepare for it. And I would be like so nervous. I don't even get nervous now when I go in the video at all. Not a single bit. It's just very. I guess it's just very like exciting for me to be able to talk with new people, and that is like the most exciting part of any kind of relationship because you the person is just kind of new to you because you don't know really much of anything about them. You're learning about them. You're learning about the similarities you have. You're learning about who they are. They're learning about who you are. You're kind of expressing yourself. They're expressing themselves, and that's like the most exciting part. And for like a lot of the friends that I have now, it's like, yeah, that was all exciting getting to know them, but over some time, after you've known them for a bit, it just kind of go down a little bit, especially if you're talking a lot. Like if you're talking daily, it gets kind of like almost boring in a sense. Like, yeah, same old stuff. I already know like so much about you. There's really nothing more to learn, and that's kind of where like I always require like constant change. I really do, because I like things that are always constantly changing, because I get bored very easily of stuff. And I guess that kind of just goes with my own lifestyle and personality and stuff like that. And that's not necessarily good for like close friends to hear and watch this. And I'm sorry if that upsets you, because I don't think that you're boring. I think you're very meaningful friends, all the friends that I've had for many years and I've talked with for a long time. All those people, all of you, are very special to me. I mean, I would not give you up at all. And that's something else that's very, very interesting. And this is just the perfect topic at this time because of all this stuff going on with like friends, meeting new people, having people like how I would consider like a good friend is someone you feel as though you can trust no matter what. That they can say something to you and you know that they will follow through with whatever they say, that they are trustworthy, and if they don't and if they don't follow through, that they will take responsibility for it. They will apologize for it. They will make it up to you. They will do anything to kind of be there for you and make you happy, and you would do the same in return. And that's kind of something else that's recently happened because probably like my closest friend that I have, it's she pretty much said that she needs a break for a little bit, for like a few weeks, just to kind of reconnect with herself. And that's someone that I talk with multiple times a day, and I really care for her. I love her as a friend. I think she's amazing, and I respect that. I respect her being able to be honest and open with me by saying that she needs a break for a little bit. And I know that I believe her and I trust her that she will get back to me when she's ready. Because that is how a friendship is to me. Because that's just how I see it. Because I didn't always used to be that way. As I said, I didn't trust people at all. But I know that she will get back to me, and that is the definition of a good friend to me. I have, as I said, I have a variety of friends. I have a variety of people that I talk with. I mean, people who I have intense connections with, like from the very beginning, and we just talk about various things. And then there's other people that I talk with less minor things, and it's just all over the place. Even just like genders, sexual orientations, ages. I mean, I've talked with people who are like teenagers. I mean, I don't really have any kind of connection with teenagers. Pretty much the youngest person I talk with is in their early 20s. And yeah, probably like that all the way until someone who's close to 80 years old. I mean, I have a variety of people that I talk with, and there's always there's always a different kind of conversation you can have with these different age groups. I mean, I have people who are, you know, close to 40 years old, people in their 50s. So I have such a diverse group of people. I have people that I talk with, not just here in the United States where I live. I have people in different countries, like people in like Finland. There's quite a bit of people that I talk with. People in Australia, people in Europe, and well, the United Kingdom. Just kind of people just kind of all over. And you know, some people I've actually met in person. Other people that are definitely much further away, I've only been able to kind of video chat with. But it's just being able to do that now, and being able to not be like so fearful each day of my life, and like, when are they going to go behind my back and hurt me? Because I don't feel that way anymore. There's no reason for me to feel that way. And it's all because I allowed myself to experience these friendships. Something that I never thought I could do in the past. And, you know, my advice for anyone out there who feels as though they can't connect with anyone, that they're too scared, just like I was, it's the only thing that's going to change that is by you opening yourself up and allowing people to come into your life, allowing people to not only be your friend, but allow them to kind of let you down and hurt you as well, because you have to go through that pain in order to feel the positive. You have to experience the negative side of all this and not be scared and run away from it in order for you to meet people that you can connect with. Because I know, you know, I've been through plenty of friendships, as I said, that have just kind of ended. Just like, it's like really intense for a bit, and then it's just like that. It's just gone. So you have to experience that before you can experience meaningful connections with people that will stay in your life and that you can trust. Because I didn't meet the people that are currently in my life until after I experienced that pain from the people that did lose contact with me, that did stop talking with me, that decided that they don't want to be my friend anymore and couldn't be open and honest with me about the reason why. I had to deal with that first before I could meet other people. Okay? It's so emotional. Because it's such a meaningful thing. So that was I guess that was the primary thing I wanted to talk about. So yeah, feel free to let me know any of your experiences with any of this. That's pretty much my experiences. I'm really happy with myself for being able to allow myself to be able to talk with more people, even if I just don't even really know them. Like today, talking with two brand new people that I've only talked with in messages very, very briefly, which is something that I would never have considered before. That kind of lifestyle may not, that kind of behavior may not be for everyone, absolutely, but it doesn't mean you can't put yourself out in a situation where you can meet more people. So yeah, that was my thoughts. So thank you for listening to this. I will talk to you all later. And thank you very much for your kind of friendship in a way. You know, I mean, I may not know you and you may not know me personally, like in, you know, day to day life or stuff like that, but you've always kind of been there to support me. All of you who have watched me and have kind of been there for me and have supported me, it's all very much appreciated because I want to be able to be where I am without all of you as well. So it's been life changing in that way as well. So that's all my thoughts. So I'm going to end it now. I'll talk to you all later. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Goodbye.